why you stick around for breakfast.
What?
Got to it's a little bit earlier than I thought, but obviously, great surprise. Another great milestone. I'm very proud of it. Wow, 400 miles. Think about how far that is. Do you want to even drive 400 miles? Probably not. I've hiked all that. That's pretty cool. But it's just one milestone on the way to many. For the day, it makes you feel good. I'm very happy about it. Got about another couple miles to the first shelter here, where I'm gonna get some water and just think about 400 miles. So, just past 400 and got us hiking along the river right now, which is beautiful. Flat hiking. Just a beautiful day. My knee is almost completely healed, so really it's just a matter of moving forward and enjoying it. When you're in pain from whatever injury you might have, kind of stops you from enjoying it as much as you otherwise would. It's not to say I haven't, but it's the first time I've been like, wow, look where I am. This is what I get to wake up and do every day without thinking about any negatives. And so everything's good. Just kind of hiking along here. It's the first time they've had us go along a river since Hot Springs. It's nice. It makes it a little cool. It's almost hot enough where I want to jump in, but not quite. Maybe a couple weeks from now. Well, that was a little scary seeing it come across the trail. Seeing as how I know nothing about snakes, any one of them could be dangerous to me. So I walked right up on him. I was like 2 feet away before I saw him. But I'll let him do his thing. I'll move on. He's about 5 feet long, maybe 6. It's a big guy. Where is he? There he is. Alright. Path is clear. Good morning. Welcome to day 45 of the through hike. Yesterday I did 17.6 miles. For a brief time I had delusions of grandeur to break into the 20s, but kind of ran out of gas around mile 16 and a half. And the next shelter after 17.6 was another 8 miles beyond that. And that would put me at like 6:30, so it'd probably be full. And it rained like 10 minutes after I got to the shelter anyways, so the one I stayed at, 17.6. So it's around 7 in the morning. Oh, well, look at that. That was cool. Coyote or something running away from me, so I'm happy about that. So it's around 7 o'clock right now. Already got a little over a mile in. Trying to get into one of these hostels for lunch, and from there I'll decide whether or not I want to make it a 20-mile day or camp up there. The weather's going to have a lot to do with that. Expecting thunderstorms today. That's what we're looking at right now. It's cloudy and breezy, about, I'd say it's around 58 or 60. I'm in short sleeves. So I do have quite a mountain ahead of me. But for the first part of the day, I'm going down. Here, I'll show you the profile of the mountain right here. Yeah, see how that thing peaks up? So it does look gradual. So I don't think I'm going straight up a cliff, but it is about 2,000 feet. But that's the one major obstacle today. I'll see you guys at the hostel. So I've come across a cabin in the woods. What should I do? Should I sleep there for the night? Nah, it's only 9 o'clock in the morning. Otherwise, I totally would. Yeah, totally. So sometimes in the woods you encounter things you don't expect. And this is one of them. It's like an entire Dollar General in here. Wow. And sanitizer, Hostess, crackers. It's amazing. I mean, this is coming out of the Trail Magic. It's been like this for half a mile. This is as easy as it could be. Not having to use the poles at all. It's just, man, wonderful. So Emoji, who did the Trail Magic, that was amazing. Her trunk was full. She's just the nicest person you ever meet. And you could tell that she really enjoys doing what she's doing. And you see a lot of people out here that really enjoy doing the Trail Magic. And I could see why. And it's really great having people like that out here. So I'm gonna walk it in the final 8 miles here and probably stay at the hostel at the tent site. Save a little money, but that's 15 miles for me today, and that's good. And this is awesome. I'm sitting here on a rock in the water. You feel the breeze from the power of the falling water, and it's just very comfortable. I think I could stay here for a little bit. Maybe over there. Another nice spot. Why rush it? This is great.
Do not pray for an easy life. Search for the strength to walk the line. I see a hope that's hard to find, so don't run away. Do not pray for an easy life. Search for the strength to walk the line. I see a hope that's hard to find, so don't run away.
Strawberry wine. Oh, it's wild,
I'm leaving Boots Off Hostel. It's around 8:30 in the morning, and the last mile of yesterday was wet, and it rained a good bit yesterday afternoon. But I got a tent site at the hostel for $15, and with that included a ride to town. So I got some McDonald's and got some supplies, and we're good to go here. They had a live band last night, as I put in the video, you can see. Let me hit the start button because we're now on the trail. Alright, we're recording. And last night it freaking poured, and I was in my tent. I have the Big Agnes copper spur, and it kept me dry. Very happy with it. Don't want to miss the trail here. I think I just did. Where is it? It's over here. No, it isn't. It's this way. Okay, I see it now. And today's forecast calls for more rain, especially as we move later in the day. But I'm going to try to hike shelter to shelter with the hopes of keeping on pace to get to Damascus in a couple days. But it's dry now, and so we'll see what happens. I'm going to be walking through town in a minute here, and I guess there's a dam or something coming up in the lake in a bit. So we'll check that out. Here we are coming up on the dam here in Hampton. I think it's like Watuga or something like that. And we start our climb. It's a pretty steep initial climb, but then you just seem to ride a ridge for miles and miles and miles. Wilbur Dam, okay, that's what it is. So, get that climb out of the way, and then it's kind of a nice day as long as the rain holds off, which right now it looks like it will. Despite that, oh, that's kind of nice. Nice spot. Look at the cloud floating by. We're at about 2.8 miles or so, 2.9. Low end goal is 9.5. High end goal is a shelter after that, which is probably closer to 16. All depends on the weather. Alrighty, back at it. So it's 3:30 in the afternoon, and this is my view. And the shelter. That's Black Nail.
Perched up there like a freaking lizard.
It's dangerous up here.
Is it?
Yeah, you slip down, you're going down 1,000 feet or something.
Fun.
At least a couple hundred. But since we have rain coming before I can make it to the next shelter, we're stopping here. Shelter's already full. So that's a thunderhead cloud right there. But that one is moving away from us. We have a cirrus deck over us, probably from another thunderhead on the other side that will affect us at some point. But the cool thing about this spot is all these mountains here going around and around. We've walked them all by foot and come around the lake and up this ridge to where we are here. And you really get to look at just how far we moved. It's pretty interesting. It's the handicapped accessible part of the AT. It's 0.9 miles long. It's a nice open field. See? I'm in about 12 miles, and the aim is 20 today, leaving about 11 for tomorrow for Damascus. So glad I dodged the rain yesterday. Well, there's my first bear sighting. That's pretty cool. But I do not need to get any closer, because that's a bear, and it's bigger than me, but it's cool to see. We finally changed states. I'm in Virginia. Thanks to a 22.8 mile day yesterday, and a nice 6.5 mile day so far today. I suspect I'm a little more than an hour away from Damascus. I'm headed into town now, no more uphill. So, good times. I'm actually getting to my goal of Damascus a day early. That just goes to show, if you take the time and plan and you stay dry, you have the opportunity to stay dry and still make the miles. You don't have to just push on for the sake of pushing on. There's no reason to be miserable out here. You know, stop and see things, enjoy the trail magic, and you'll get there. One foot in front of the other. So here I am, emerging into Damascus. There's an information desk here, so that's the first thing I'm gonna do. Can't believe I'm finally here. So this is the trail here, still, and we're walking towards some food. Trail days is getting going. Here we go. There's a dog that says bark.
Arf, arf.